The man the Broncos wanted to take over from Wayne Bennett faces an early season acid test when the North Queensland Cowboys visit Suncorp Stadium on Friday night. Anthony Seibold's men turned in a strong showing against the Storm but weren't good enough to get the job done. That has heaped even more pressure onto both him and his side as the Cowboys ride into town feeling pretty good about themselves. Leading the charge for the team from Townsville will be a forward pack that enjoyed a great night in their Round 1 win over the Dragons. Another performance of that nature will give Michael Morgan all the time he needs to organize a side that looked as good as any in Round 1. Broncos, Matt Lodge, 2-week suspension, is replaced by Tavita Pangai Jnr at prop, while David Fifita starts in the second row with Jaydn Swa back to the bench. Sean Fensom is the new man on the interchange. Patrick Mago and Richie Kenner were omitted from the 21-man squad on Thursday night. The Cowboys have named the same team they did last week, so Josh McGuire reverts back to the bench with Gavin Cooper named to start. Corey Jensen and Anari Tuala were cut 24 hours before kickoff. Gaya Machibasaki, Patrick Kerrigan, Sean Fensom, Ben Hampton, Jake Clifford, Cody Nikarima surely must be relishing his battle with classy Cowboys halfback Michael Morgan. Morgan showed last week he is prepared to take ownership of his team following Jonathan Thurston's retirement, piloting the Cowboys to a solid win over the Dragons. Nikarima will have to be at the top of his game to get the better of Morgan. For the Broncos to win, Cody Nikarima needs to become an organizer. It is easier said than done, but if Seibold can add an organizational aspect to his game, happy days are ahead for the Broncos. Their young forwards are also facing a test against the star-studded North Queensland pack. If they hold their own, their backline can do the rest. For the Cowboys to win, get the ball to Taumalolo. Arguably the best ball-running forward in the game, Taumalolo started 2019 with a powerhouse display against the Dragons. The input of McLean, Matt Scott, Josh McGuire and Cohen has set a great platform for the Tonga international. His performances are must-watch TV. Brett Kimorley says, the Broncos didn't get off to the start they wanted against Melbourne. Let's look for them to start faster this week. I still have some thoughts on Anthony Milford as a 5/8. I'd love to see him just running the ball and forgetting about structure. The Cowboys had the wrecking ball in Jason Taumalolo last week. The key to stopping him is probably forcing him to make some tackles. That might slow him down. Broncos by 4. Broncos stat attack. Corey Oates enjoyed a great start to 2019 from a personal standpoint. He scored 2 tries and ran for 227 meters. Whether it be Kyle Felt or Javid Bowen opposing him on Friday night, that man will need to be at his best. Cowboys stat attack. While much was rightly made of the monster game Jason Taumalolo enjoyed against the Dragons, his fellow forwards also played strongly. The platform set by Josh McGuire, 154 meters, Jordan McLean, 141 meters, John Asiata, 112 meters, and Matt Scott, 97 meters in just 28 minutes, proved invaluable. If that continues this season, Paul Green's men will be very hard to beat. Head-to-head played 50, Brisbane 32, North Queensland 16, drawn to at Suncorp Stadium played 15, Brisbane 10, North Queensland 5 and another thing. Josh McGuire is never short of advice for opposition players. It will be interesting to see what he has to say to his former teammates when he plays on Suncorp Stadium as a member of the visiting team for the first time. McGuire is much more than just a niggler, he's also a middle forward who gets through a mountain of hard work each week.